Welcome back to On the Daily. In this episode, we are talking wealth energetics. I feel like this is everyone's favorite topic. So, this is all about how your current frequency attracts people and what your current frequency says about who you attract. This really is not woo at all. This is truly science and it's not a mystery. And so, if you feel like you are always being taken advantage of, or if you feel like your money is either all in your bank or it's all gone and there's no in between, it's kind of this like 0 to 100 feeling all the time, then this episode is absolutely for you. So keep on listening. Hey friend, welcome to On the Daily. I'm your host, Danielle McCleary, and I am a quantum business coach. I'm the host of this podcast. I'm a multi-six-figure entrepreneur, co-founder and president of HypeU Media, and CEO of Danielle on the Daily Coaching. What I'm really interested in is helping you live a life and have a business that is a full body yes. So through all of my education and all of my experience, I'm bringing you 2 episodes a week where I will guide you and give you the tools necessary to scale a massive, sustainable, and sexy business using your intuition, wealth energetics, and human design. What we can call it is business biohacking. So if you're down for that, then I say let's frickin' go. I'm so glad you're here. You have only 4 more days to get into the reckoning at its pre-sale price. It is currently 40% off of its full sale price, which is really bananas. But the reason for that is I just want as many people in this program as possible because I feel like this collective shift that's happening on this planet where everyone is so ready to step into the most like wealthiest, happiest, most luxurious, peaceful version of themselves, but truly just need the roadmap to get there. I feel like I have unlocked like a lot of these secrets and I just want to share them with anybody who wants them. So that is why we are starting this program off at such an affordable, accessible price because I want as many people in there as possible. It's my highest selling course of all time. The people that have taken that course have truly like transformed their lives since they took the reckoning. And I know that sounds really crazy and it is really crazy. Also, it's just the truth. And it's insane what happens when you decide like, I'm done with mediocre. I'm done with the status quo. I am ready to break this matrix that everybody talks about and like become everything that I came here to be. And this program is what guides you there. So I want you in and you have until December 5th to get the pre-sale price, which is currently 40% off, which is huge. All right, let's get into this episode on wealth energetics. Hello and happy December. We are here. It is December 1st. It is Sagittarius season. We love Sagittarius season. It is a good time to be alive. I'm pretty much just like in my own force field from pretty much the start of Scorpio season through the end of January because I am a Sag sun and moon. I'm a Scorpio rising, but Venus and Mars for me are both in Capricorn. So November through January are really like my favorite times of year. So I'm in a great mood this time of year. And I am very excited to be talking about wealth energetics today because this is something that I feel like everybody wants to know about, but so many people have no idea where to start. And I'm going to give you some very simple things to think about, which alone will completely shift your perspective before you ever like take a program on wealth energetics. So here's the first thing to know is there is a universal law and it is called the law of vibration. And that law basically states that you are an energetic match for the frequency that you are currently at. Now, it's a spectrum, right? There's a spectrum of frequency, just like sound, just like light. There's a light frequency, there's a sound frequency, there's an energy frequency. They're all frequencies. And it's a spectrum from high to low. And so there is a low frequency, which is lack and fear and scarcity and judge and blame and comparison and limiting beliefs and all these things. Like those are all lower frequencies. The higher frequencies are abundance and it's joy and it's gratitude and it's love and it's the wealth frequency. the money frequency that everyone talks about, right? The freedom frequency, it's all higher frequencies. Now, those higher frequencies are actually the way the system was designed. We were designed to operate in those frequencies. It's just through our evolution and through, powers that be and through the conditioning of the matrix, we are basically programmed to operate at lower frequencies, which causes more division and it causes more hate and it causes more opportunities for people to find power. That is a whole other conversation for a whole other day. However, your frequency determines what you are an energetic match for, because you can only be an energetic match for things that are a match for you. You're not going to attract something that you're not a match for. And it's typically whatever you are projecting out is what you will receive in return. And so if you are a person who feels like in order to be loved, you have to do everything for everyone else. You have to take care of everyone else before you even consider taking care of yourself. That is an energetic match for a person who only feels loved and valued if someone is taking care of them. So, what does that mean? Well, if you are an energetic match for somebody who knows or feels that the only way they can be loved is if they're being taken care of, then you're constantly going to feel like you need to take care of them. And that's going to drain you. It's going to cause resentment. It's going to cause frustration. It's going to cause division. It's going to cause separation of thoughts, of ideologies, and it's going to cause a lower frequency. When you start to become a person who realizes, it's like, think about it like this, right? If you're a person who feels like the only way that you're valued and loved is if you're carrying everyone's shit, that would literally be the equivalent of you going to Disneyland with your small children. Like, yes, when your children are tiny, you carry their shit for them because honestly, it's more efficient to do it. But also, like, they don't really know how because they have tiny little arms and fingers. As they start to get older, though, if you continue to just carry all of your kids' shit, like for me, my son is almost 8 years old. He's still sometimes, like, we're working through this currently because he's kind of in that transition between like toddler, little boy to like boy. And so sometimes he thinks that it's my job to carry all of his stuff. I say it's my job to carry my stuff. It's your job to carry your stuff. And if you try to bring more stuff than you can carry, then that's going to cause more frustration for you. The answer is not me carrying some of it. The answer is you just actually carrying less. This is a metaphor for life, right? Like, if you are trying to hold everything on your plate, the answer is not offboarding that to somebody else. The answer is actually just carrying less on your plate and then coming back when you have capacity for more. So if you're a person who feels like the only way to be loved is if you're carrying everyone's shit and like taking on everyone else's energy all the time, then that's the equivalent of like taking a 12-year-old to Disneyland and carrying his stuff for him all day. Otherwise, you feel like maybe he won't love you anymore. That's insane. You never would think that. Like, I've seen you go to Disneyland and be like, carry your own shit. Absolutely not. I'm not carrying that. It's hot. I'm carrying the Disney fan. I bought you a bag of popcorn and you're going to carry this Mickey hat that you had to have. You're going to carry the balloon that you needed to buy that was $25. Absolutely not. I'm not doing it for you. So why in life do you then like try to carry everyone's shit? And the more that, like, I know with my son, the more that I offer to carry his stuff, the more he expects me to. So it's the same with our energetic match. If you carry everyone's shit and you wear everyone's emotions all the time, then you're going to attract people who need you to do that. And they need you to do it all the time. And they expect you to do it all the time because that's the only way they feel loved. So what do? We raise our frequency. We start to realize that actually carrying people's shit for them all the time is not helping you, nor is it really helping them, because then they're just always trying to offboard everything because they don't feel like they have the ability to carry things on their own, which they do. Everyone does. You just sometimes have to be willing and bold enough to say, you know what, I can handle this myself. So what happens with like your frequency is when your frequency starts to rise and you start to just be responsible for your stuff and your feelings and your emotions and your responsibilities, and you no longer are available to carry other people's, then you are no longer an energetic match for someone who needs to be taken care of. Which, if you had someone like that in your life, then chances are like you were a little frustrated, and like now maybe you're not getting along with that person as much. And maybe you're like, gosh, like they always like, why are they always trying to take advantage of me? Well, because in the past, the only way you felt loved was if you were taking care of everyone. So in the past, you weren't feeling like you're being taken advantage of. Now you do, because your frequency has risen. And now you're not an energetic match for someone who needs to be taken care of. You're an energetic match for someone who actually prefers to carry their own stuff and doesn't hang their worth on whether or not they're being taken care of. So think about this in terms of like your decision-making process, right? If you're a person who makes impulsive, reactive decisions based off of fear, based off of scarcity, if you're making these like weird choices with your business and you're saying yes to things that you don't want to say yes to because you're reactive and all you're thinking about is the money because your worth is tied to a dollar sign, then who do you think you're attracting? You're attracting clients who are scared. You're attracting clients who are impulsive also. You're attracting clients who need everything from you. Where if you become a person who can make grounded, peaceful decisions with all 10 toes on the ground, then you are an energetic match for clients who are sure when they decide to work with you, who don't expect you to be available all the time. It's an energetic match. And this is the cornerstone to wealth energetics. If you want to attract money into your life that is sustainable and stays and doesn't like leave your bank account whenever it can and feels really good and peaceful and neutral to receive it, then you have to make decisions in your business from a grounded place. If you're making decisions when it concerns money from a fear or a scarcity space, then that money will always feel dirty, and like that money will always leave you and it won't stay and it will feel chaotic. And if you feel chaotic, then you're not feeling peace. And so you're an energetic match for like chaotic money. And this is why wealth energetics is so important. And once you understand wealth energetics and you really start to embody these things into your life and into your business, then you start to realize that like money is not hard to make. Money is actually the easiest thing in the world to make. Having money is the easiest thing in the world to do. And so when you experience dips, you'll no longer like freak out and be reactive to it. You'll just be curious and you'll trust that ebb and flow is normal and it's a way more peaceful way to live. And that's how you actually, because remember, peace, joy, love, is gratitude is all on that higher frequency. So when you start to feel peace in your body, when you start to feel gratitude for this journey that you're on, when you start to feel grounded, when you start to feel more joy in what you're doing, well, now you're an energetic match for more of that versus making decisions from fear and scarcity, which keep you in a frequency of fear and scarcity, which just attract low vibrational things into your life. Wealth energetics is so important. And you have to remember that when you raise your frequency, not everyone around you is going to do the same. You may have to focus on attracting new energy into your life, into your business, into your relationships. Again, we will be going over all of this in the reckoning. The reckoning is the course that you want to take if this is something that you feel like you're struggling with, or something that you want to dive deeper into, or if just feeling peace in your body sounds like the thing that you want, then the reckoning is the course for you. And you can click the link in our show notes, or you can come visit me at Danielle_on_the_daily and I can send you the link there. But focus on your frequency because it does make a difference. I promise. All right, we'll be back next week with another episode. Love ya. Bye.